The weirdest food. I don't know. I live in Iowa, so everybody hunts. So I guess hunting, you always eat weird food, weird stuff. But when you hunt, there's a thing about like eating the heart of or the liver of things that you kill. So I've eaten like raw deer liver and stuff like that. Raw turkey liver or like raw deer heart or something. You take a bite out of it. I'm just trying to get myself together, man. I think you can order some of that food. I think you can order it from, they'll pack it up for you in like an ice block and send it to you. Well, I have two different pre-workouts and I had some left over in this one, so I'm making this one. Tastes pretty good. This is the prime. This is the Deion Sanders pre-workout. It's strawberry pineapple. It says punch, but it's like, you can tell it's strawberry pineapple. I appreciate it. I do like to have more serious conversation. It's kind of hard sometimes when I get so many trolls and things like that, but I think it evens out. I think that, again, I think there's a lot of people out there that want to just talk and share experiences and things like that. Like just have a good conversation, not joke around and mess around and talk about my bald head and stuff like that. But I can take a little joking around. But yeah, I like to have a little more serious conversation. I think people need that. So I guess that's what I'm trying to do, And I just do this in my free time anyway. Leela, how are you? I just got up. I'm killing some pre-workout. I'm gonna do some running today. I know where I'm gonna go already, but Yeah, I know where I'm gonna go already. Yeah, I mean, I've actually, speaking of that, I've had quite a few trolls that I just said flat out, like, hey man, you can joke around. I don't mind that. Just understand I want to have a more serious conversation or whatever. And they like actually were respectful. And those people, they come back and they're like good subscribers now. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I know that everybody comes on here for a different reason. So Justin, how you doing, man? Yeah, so Justin, that's a good conversation to have too. Yeah, it's weird how that stuff happens, but it does. Like some of these trolls, they come in and I just talk to them and I say, "Hey, man, we can joke around, but there comes a point where like, hey, we got to get kind of serious, like." But Justin, I was trying to figure out how I can connect more with the subscribers and other people and stuff like that, and that's why we were talking about maybe doing video games or some sort of, I don't know, lives with movies or something. If I went and looked at TVs. TVs were actually less than what I thought they'd be. They're really inexpensive right now, but maybe we can work it out one way or another through a drone. I think a drone would be cool, but again, I mean, I've already spent a lot of money trying to get all this stuff set up. Money and time, baby. Well, I keep telling people my good looks have never made me a dime, so. Yeah, so I guess the issue is I've spent a lot of time doing this and I keep telling people I broke a lot of mounts. I bought a gimbal, lights. I've broken lights. I've gone through lights. I've gone through mounts. I've gone through all this stuff. And so I've already spent a little bit of money. I got a new laptop and I had to get some additional things for my laptop to make everything work and GoPros, all kinds of stuff. So I just, it's kind of difficult to keep spending money, I guess. I'm doing the best I can. Is where I'm going with it. Yeah, even like the live streaming, like going out and doing stuff. I've been talking to people maybe about somebody just needs to hold the phone for me and like record me, but that's a lot. So yeah, I trained in MMA for like 18 years. Yeah, I'm sure I could do it at this point. It's just I don't feel I don't feel like I'm giving you guys the best view unless somebody were to like be holding the watch or the watch, unless somebody was holding the phone so you could watch. How's it going? I don't know how to say your name. It looks like Vino. A lot of people think I'm a cop or a military guy. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just starting with what I have. And like I said, I've already gone through a lot of lights, mounts, stands. I've broken so much stuff, bought new stuff. Um, Yeah, this one here, this is actually my old phone. I bought a new phone so I could do better on these things. Um, so what I'm saying is I'm already invested, you know. Oh, yeah, wrestling is really good for you. Wrestling's really good for you. I've also heard that the Andrew Tate thing. They're like, "Are you Andrew Tate's brother?" I'm like, "No." Yeah, I'm bald. I'm bald. I get it. I get it. Top G. You think so? Andrew Tate had it handed to him? I thought they were self-made. Ah, man. Yeah, you can have an apple if you come over. I'll tell you what, events like that are going to kill boxing. Events like that are going to ruin the sport forever. Well, Leela, here I am. How are you? India is showing up. We got people from India in here. Leela, what are you doing today? Yeah, I don't know about the script thing, but I'll say that boxing matches and boxing events like that are going to just ruin the sport forever. It'll never be the same. The worst injury I've ever had, and I do have pictures of it if you guys are interested, but the guy kicked and broke my arm, so I have a rod in this arm. But a guy kicked and broke my arm, and I won the I won the fight in the third round, late in the third. Yeah, so I just drank my pre-workout. I need to stretch though. I did run yesterday, and I was actually surprised. I didn't run very far, and I was kind of worn out. I only did 5 miles, and I was like, damn, I'm really tired. What are you looking for? What fight are you looking for, bro? The governor. The governor. Reminds me of Clockwork Orange. I'll tell you what, man. I kind of get into like sci-fi stuff. I definitely like apocalypse type stuff, things like that. Even like that AI movie, it was really good. Um, but I think for some reason I've always had this. Maybe it's a comic book thing or something. Like the government's gonna like change my body, so I'm like the Wolverine or something, you know. No, that movie I, Robot, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, my bag is right there. My gas masks and stuff are right there. I try to keep everything kind of central in case I really need it. So yeah, I need to stretch a little bit. But today's running is going to be a bit different. I'm gonna get a good warm up. Probably do some sprints and stuff. As long as it doesn't start raining or something. It looks kind of gloomy outside. Maybe I should just okay. We're talking about drones and yeah. I'm not a big burpee guy. I'm not really into that. But I mean, not like I never did them, but it's not really my thing. Um, we were talking about video games and drones and stuff. Like, what else do you think would be a good thing? Like everybody could do or would want to watch? I really used. I liked. Remember, Facebook had like a community watch thing. Like I could put in, I'm gonna watch this movie, and everybody could watch it with me, and we could all comment on it. Do you guys remember that? Oh, wow. I don't look like Joe Rogan. I know. He said, okay, Strickland. Um, I I would consider myself a pretty nice person. I think this is what I always say about that. I think that everybody is the bad guy in somebody's story, you know? So it doesn't matter who it is. If you've lived a life of any importance, at some point you're going to be the bad guy. But I do consider myself a good person. I always tell the truth, even when I lie. I mean, the reason I say that is because I think even when I have to do something maybe that I don't want to do or something that's wrong, I'm really doing it because it's right. You know, like if you, there's a lot of things you might have to do in life that anybody would consider wrong, but you're doing it for the, I don't know, the bigger picture. There's a bigger reason why you're doing whatever you're doing. So I guess what I'm saying is sometimes there's like necessary evils, things you might have to do that are wrong, but I mean, in the end, you're doing it for a greater purpose or, you know, kind of bigger reason. Yeah, I mean, I really believe in defense. If you got a big heart, you gotta learn to protect it. That's true. I don't know anything about fighters. I don't watch fighting. I don't have a TV. I don't watch sporting events or movies or any of that. Yeah, people, um, I think the whole idea of like CTE right now is kind of blown out of proportion, but it does exist. I've seen the decline of a lot of guys over time, and it's not cool. It's not. There's nothing glorifying about it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's times where you're gonna have to do things that you don't want to do, but if, like I said, there's sometimes there's necessary evils. There's things you don't want to do, but you have to do just to get the job done, whatever that is. I don't have a TV because I really believe it's a big distraction. I talk about this all the time. Yeah. I actually want to get a tablet. If I had a big tablet or like a big iPad, that'd be really good. But again, we're just talking about time and money. But God, now I lost my thought about TVs and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that there came a point where I realized I was spending way too much time playing video games and watching movies and listening to music and watching sporting events. And I just got rid of my TV. I got rid of my stereo. I got rid of all my gaming consoles. I got rid of all my old CDs. um, all that stuff. I got rid of all of it. I think that doing that, it also helped me to learn more about myself and learn more about society and what's going on around me. Well, I think the music decision was a very easy decision for me to make. Yeah, I don't make decisions based on my relationships. Not like that. Oh yeah, so if I was worried about a style or if I wanted to see what another person was doing during an event, I'll watch that, but I don't go out of my way to sit down and watch a whole event. So what I was going to say was the idea of distraction is just getting caught up in the music, getting caught up in TV shows, getting caught up in this lifestyle that really doesn't exist for anybody. If you look at most TV shows, if you listen to the music, most of these things do not exist. And people start living that lifestyle and then they wonder why they're depressed or they have anxiety or whatever. It's because you're trying to live a lifestyle that is not possible for most people. What I do in my free time, I work out, I read, I'm looking at my health. I just get outside a lot. I enjoy nature, things like that. I like to fish. I like to hunt. I really don't know how many fights I have total, meaning like amateurs all the way to pros. I really don't know. um, yeah, you're right. If I wanted to look at other people's styles, I'll totally watch that. I'm just not going to sit down and watch a whole event, is what I'm saying. I see your point, though. I read the Bible. I kind of get into like, more factual stuff. I try to stay away from conspiracy theory. I know what I wanted to talk about. Um, how's it going, nephew? I'm just stretching before my run. But what I wanted to talk about was people were asking me how many fights I have, and I was like, I don't know. The reason I say that is because a lot of people don't realize, especially younger generation, is when I started around like 2001, somewhere in that range. And we used to do boxing events and we used to do MMA events. Um, at the time, it wasn't called that. But at the time, we would do boxing events or MMA events, and you would fight 3 or 4 times a night. So, like, it was possible that I could go to a show, this amateur show. I might box 2 times. You might have 2 MMA matches. If you did a tournament, back then when I started, we did tournaments. We didn't have one fight. You had like a 3 or 4 fight tournament. So I think altogether, my amateur MMA matches were about 18 to 20 maybe. And I had a bunch of amateur boxing matches. So but I don't know how many I actually had. I don't read a lot of fiction. I'd rather read kind of more real events type stuff. No, I'm done. I've been done for a long time. I don't miss it. I really don't have anything to prove to anybody. It was a good time. It was a time in my life, and that's kind of where I leave it. What I do now is just work out, just general workouts, ride my bike, run, general fitness stuff, easy push pull stuff, bands. I don't know. I do the easy stuff. Kenya, how are you? Please subscribe. We need more people from different places. Yes, please subscribe. Oh, holy cow. Starting to loosen up. Yes, I'm bald. You got it. Good job. I'm bald. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know about that whole situation. I've only heard about what the president's doing, but I don't know anything about it really. I've heard about it. Aerodynamics. Morning's all right. Drank my pre-workout. Now I'm stretching. Probably gonna go run here pretty soon. I can't tell you. I don't know your situation, but I would definitely confront it, or it's going to be a problem your entire life. That's for sure. I don't have any muscles, Alex. Thanks, man. Again, I don't know anything about the situation. I don't know enough about it to say anything, so I can't talk about it. Yeah, when it comes to the trolls, it doesn't really matter to me. As long as like at some point we have some serious conversation. I remember you, X. What's up? I do not use Reddit. I probably should, though. I think the only thing I don't like about internet or maybe even Reddit is there's a lot of people who are sharing their opinions, or there's a lot of misinformation out there. So anything that just regular people have access to, I try to stay away from, but it is what it is. And the reason I say that is because it's easy for regular people to try to influence other people to do something that's not good. How's it going, Donovan? Oh, man. Oh, wow. I'm just stretching. Wow. My morning's all right, man. Got up, trying to wake up, get my pre-workout in. I'm gonna stretch. And then I'm probably gonna go run. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna have a good run today. I need to shake some weight off this body. I've gained about 10 pounds, so I need to get on the track of losing it. Yeah, I don't. Either way, I don't know. I talk to whoever I can on here, or I should say, I try to reply as much as possible. Sometimes I get caught up in a thought or an idea, and kind of go on about that or one topic. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm just getting my morning started. I like to stretch and get my water in, drink a lot of water. Um, if I have to eat, I will. This morning I'm not eating because I ate way too much yesterday. I'm making a video on stretching right now. The crazy part is if you stretch really good when you get up, you feel like ruined. Like you can barely walk. Holy cow. Yeah, I mean, once you learn how to stretch, it'll change everything for you. I mean, it takes a lot of tension off the body. You really relax. No, what I'm saying is you can chill out, man. You can hang out and just stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking to you guys and I'm stretching out. And what I'm saying is, like, when you learn to stretch, it just takes so much off the body. I mean, when you get that tense feeling off of you, I mean, it's just a great feeling afterwards. Some people say I look like BJ Penn, but we're just bald and light skinned. That's it. Yeah, I get the David Goggins thing a lot. What's up, bro? How you doing? Just trying to get up and moving. Okay, I mean, what?
I'm shopping for.
Yo, Bees, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, shit! Dude, you okay? Hey, what you got here? Wait, Dad, watch your step, watch your step. Yo, Bees, what's up, man? How you doing?
Jesus. All right, Donovan. See ya. All right, I'm gonna shut this down. Do you have anything to say before I shut it down? gonna try to get dressed and get out of here. All right, guys.